Welcome to Teaching Wave. Live to teach, live to learn. In this video, we are going to discuss about principles of physics, topic mathematical tools, chapter vectors. Welcome to our discussion. Now in this session, we are going to discuss about vector product or cross product between two vectors. If you want to multiply any two vectors, we cannot apply our ordinary algebra. We need to use some special rules and regulations, those we call vector algebra. One of such rule is vector product or cross product between two vectors. According to vector product or according to vector algebra, if you want to multiply any two vectors, the resultant would be either scalar or vector. If the resultant is a scalar, then the product we call scalar product. But in this session, we are going to discuss resultant as a vector. So that product we call vector product. That means if you multiply any two vectors, we get resultant as a vector quantity. Then the product we call vector product or cross product. If you want to define vector product or cross product between two vectors, at the situation, let us assume any two vectors a bar and b bar. These two are non-zero vectors and clear and well-defined vectors. That means the angle between them is theta. Then a bar cross b bar, that means the cross product between these two vectors we represented as a bar cross b bar. So a bar cross b bar is equivalent to ab sine theta into n cap. That means the cross product between two vectors a bar and b bar is defined as it is the product of magnitudes of given two vectors with a sine angle between them. That gives that magnitude of the resultant vector, and n cap denotes that direction of resultant vector. That means n cap direction is perpendicular to the plane containing of a bar and b bar. Further understanding purpose, let us take the geometrical representation of the vectors. A bar is the first vector, its magnitude is a. Second vector is b bar, its magnitude is taken as b, and the angle between these two vectors is taken as theta. That means a to b angle is theta and b to a gives that 2 pi minus theta, that means 360 minus theta. Then the cross product between these two vectors we can written as product of magnitudes of first vector and second vector with the sine angle value between these two vectors. That means a into b into sine theta. That gives that magnitude, and n cap gives the direction of resultant vector. That means a bar cross b bar. N cap direction perpendicular to the a vector and perpendicular to the b vector. That means perpendicular to the plane containing of a and b. To understand this one, we can follow the right hand thumb rule. That means vector cross product direction n cap follow the right hand thumb rule. Sometimes we can also follow the right hand screw rule. That means that resultant direction here I am represented with R bar. That means R bar is equivalent to A bar cross B bar, which is perpendicular to the plane of A and B. That means R bar is perpendicular to A and R bar is perpendicular to B. Therefore, R bar is A bar cross B bar, that is equivalent to AB sine theta is the magnitude of that resultant vector, and n cap is the perpendicular to the plane of A and B, that gives the direction of resultant vector. That means the resultant of product of two vectors is a vector quantity, that is R bar. Follow the right hand thumb rule. We are going to discuss the direction of resultant of cross product of two vectors. That means A bar cross B bar direction if you want. That can be explained by help of right hand thumb rule or right hand screw rule. According to that, place your right hand palm perpendicular to the plane of A and B. In such a manner, the thumb is perpendicular to the plane of palm, and place your palm towards the first vector initially and curl towards the second vector. At the situation, the thumb denotes that resultant direction. That means plane perpendicular to the A and B. If you alter the vectors while cross multiplying, that means B bar cross A bar if you need, that means the rotation of palm is also altered. So at that situation you will get a exactly opposite direction thumb, as we discussed in earlier situation. So we get minus n cap direction. N and minus n are the unit vectors which are perpendicular to the plane of A and B, but A bar cross B bar is upward direction. B bar cross A bar gives that minus n cap direction. That means angle differ by 180 degrees. So vector quantity must associated with the direction. That's why it gives the two different vector. That means A bar cross B bar is the R bar. B bar cross A bar gives that Q bar. This R bar and Q bar equal in magnitude but opposite direction. So these two are anti-parallel vectors, and we clearly say that vector cross product doesn't follow the commutative property. That means we cannot write A bar cross B bar is equivalent to B bar cross A bar. Therefore, vector cross product or vector product doesn't follow commutative property. That means A bar cross B bar is equivalent to AB sine theta. B bar cross A bar is equivalent to AB sine 2 pi minus theta gives that magnitude. N cap gives that a perpendicular vector. Therefore, we get A bar cross B bar is equivalent to AB sine theta into n cap, but B bar cross A bar is equivalent to AB sine theta into minus n cap. Therefore, A bar cross B bar is not equivalent to B bar cross A bar. But vector cross product follow the distributive law. That means cross product follow distributive law. Now come to the proof of distributive law for cross product. For that purpose, let us consider any three vectors here name as A bar, B bar and C bar. Then the distributive law of vector cross product can be represented as A bar cross B bar plus C bar is equivalent to A bar cross B bar plus A bar cross C bar. To prove this one, let us take left hand side of the expression. Then it is a vector. That vector get by cross multiplication between two vector. One is A bar, second one is sum of B bar and C bar vectors. That means the sum of B bar and C bar vector can be treated as D bar. At the situation, the left hand side of the expression in the distributive law for cross product get it as cross product between A bar and D bar. Here D bar is B bar plus C bar. The actual situation is represented in three-dimensional view. In terms of geometry, if you are considering, here A bar is represented by blue color, B bar is represented by black color, C bar is represented by violet color. Let us assume these three vectors as co-initial vectors. That means all these three vectors must pass from same point. At the situation, the resultant of B bar and C bar gives a new vector D bar according to parallelogram law of vector addition. Any two vectors are represented as the two adjacent sides of a parallelogram pass from same co-initial point. At the situation, one of diagonal of the parallelogram represents the sum of those two vectors. That means B bar plus C bar gives by a diagonal both magnitudically and directionally. That means D also a co-initial vector. Here the parallelogram is represented with a green color. This is the B bar, this is the C bar, the parallelogram. The diagonal is D. That means D bar is equivalent to B bar plus C bar. Now come to the components of B, D, C vectors onto a plane perpendicular to A bar vector if you are considering. This is the A bar vector. Its perpendicular plane is this one. On this plane, you take the components of B, D, C, we get B prime, D prime, C prime. Here B prime is the B component of B. D prime is the component of D. C prime is the component of C. That means let us assume the angle between A bar vector and B bar vector is taken as theta. At the situation, the angle between B bar and a plane which is perpendicular to the A bar vector is 90 minus theta. So B component on this plane is B sin theta. B sin theta here represented as B prime. Similar manner, the component of C onto the plane which is perpendicular to A bar we written as C sin alpha. Let us take the angle between A bar and C bar is taken as theta. At the situation, C sin theta is C prime. Similarly, the component of D onto a plane which is perpendicular to A bar is taken as D prime. D prime is D sine beta. Let us assume the angle between A bar and D is taken as beta. So D sine beta gives that D prime. That means A B prime, A D prime, A C prime are mutually perpendicular each other. Here D prime bar is the component of D bar, B prime bar is the component of B bar, C prime is the component of C bar onto a plane which is perpendicular to A bar. And we also represent D prime bar is equivalent to B prime bar plus C prime bar, because all the three vector components onto the same plane, and these are componental vectors. Now come to the right hand side of the distributive law for vector cross product. The first term is A bar cross B bar. The second term is A bar cross C bar. Let us pick first expression of the right hand side of the law. A bar cross B bar, that is equivalent to AB sin theta into unit vector. That unit vector is perpendicular to A bar and B bar plane. The same thing we can written as A bar cross B bar prime. Here A bar cross B prime bar is nothing but AB sin theta, because B prime bar is nothing but B sin theta, and the angle between A bar and B prime bar is 90 degrees. The angle between A bar and B bar is taken as theta. The angle between B bar and a plane which is perpendicular to A bar is 90 minus theta. So the component of B bar along that plane is B prime bar. So we simply written as A bar cross B bar is equivalent to A bar cross B prime bar. Similar manner, the second term of the right hand side of the distributive law, that means A bar cross C bar, also written as A bar cross C prime bar. AC angle is taken as alpha. At the situation A bar cross C bar, magnitude is AC sin alpha. That must be equivalent to AC prime. Here the angle between A and C prime is 90 degrees and C prime value is C sin alpha. So A bar cross C bar is equivalent to A bar cross C prime bar, both magnitudically and directionally. Then we also prove that A bar cross D bar is equivalent to A prime bar cross D prime bar. The angle between A bar and D bar is taken as beta. Then A bar cross D bar is equivalent to AD sin beta. That must be equivalent to AD prime. Here AD prime is the magnitude of A bar cross D prime bar. The angle between A bar and D prime bar is 90 degrees. So D prime is D sin beta. Therefore A bar cross D bar is equivalent to A bar cross D prime bar, both magnitudically and directionally. Therefore the new vectors we can written as B double prime bar, C double prime bar, D double prime bar. That means B double prime bar means A bar cross B prime bar, that is nothing but A bar cross B bar. So B double prime bar is equivalent to A bar cross B prime bar, that is nothing but A bar cross B bar. Similarly C double prime bar is equivalent to A bar cross C prime bar, that is nothing but A bar cross C bar. Similarly D double prime bar is the new vector, that is the cross product between A bar and D prime bar, that is nothing but the cross product between A bar cross D bar. B double prime bar is perpendicular to B prime bar, and C double prime bar is perpendicular to C prime bar. Similarly, D double prime bar is perpendicular to D prime bar. Here A is perpendicular to B prime and A is perpendicular to C prime, A is perpendicular to D prime. So B double prime, C double prime, D double prime are lie in same plane. So according to parallelogram law of vector addition, we can written as D double prime bar is equivalent to B double prime bar plus C double prime bar, because B double prime bar is the resultant of A bar and B prime bar. B prime bar is the component of B which is perpendicular to A bar. Similarly, C prime bar is the component of C bar which is perpendicular to A bar, and D prime bar also component of D bar which is perpendicular to A bar. So D double prime bar is equivalent to B double prime bar plus C double prime bar. The same thing we see in a geometrical representation. Here B prime is the component vector of B bar onto a plane which is perpendicular to A bar, as we discussed earlier. That means B prime bar is perpendicular to A bar. Similarly, C prime bar is the component of C bar and which is perpendicular to A bar. Similarly, D prime bar is the component of D bar vector perpendicular to the plane A bar. So B prime bar, D prime, C prime lie in same plane and it is also constitute a parallelogram. Therefore, D prime bar we can written as B prime bar plus C prime bar. Now come to the cross product between A bar and B prime bar. That means A bar cross B prime bar, then it gives a new vector B double prime bar, and this B double prime bar is perpendicular to B prime and A prime, and it is follows right hand thumb rule, and it is represented by this black color line. Similarly, the cross product between A and C prime bar gives C double prime bar, and this C double prime bar is perpendicular to A bar and C prime bar. Similarly, D prime and A cross product, that means A bar cross D prime bar gives a new vector D double prime bar. That D double prime bar is perpendicular to A bar and D prime bar. So this B double prime, D double prime, C double prime are perpendicular to the A bar and lie on same plane, and we constitute a parallelogram. Then it satisfies the expression D double prime bar is equivalent to B double prime bar plus C double prime bar. Finally, we can conclude A bar cross B bar is equivalent to A bar cross B prime bar, which is equivalent to B double prime bar. That means B double prime bar direction is perpendicular to the plane containing of A bar and B bar, and also perpendicular to the plane containing of A bar and B prime bar, because B prime bar is the component of B bar. Similarly, A bar cross C bar we can written as A bar cross C prime bar, that is equivalent to a new vector C double prime bar. The resultant of B double prime bar C double prime bar gives D double prime bar. Here D double prime bar is the resultant vector of cross product between A bar and D bar, and also equal to A bar cross D prime bar. Therefore, D double prime bar we can written as B double prime bar plus C double prime bar. Therefore, D double prime bar is equivalent to B double prime bar plus C double prime bar. Here D double prime bar we can written as A bar cross D prime bar, that is equivalent to B double prime bar. Now this B double prime bar we can written as A bar cross B prime bar plus C double prime bar. It is written as A bar cross C prime bar. Here A bar cross D prime bar, this exactly equivalent to A bar cross D bar, that is equivalent to A bar cross B prime bar. This A bar cross B prime bar written as A bar cross B bar plus A bar cross C prime bar. Now this A bar cross C prime bar we can written as A bar cross C prime bar according to our earlier discussion. Let us take this the right hand side of the expression. Now come to A bar cross D bar. D bar is nothing but B bar plus C bar. Therefore, the left hand side of the distributive law we can written as A bar cross B bar plus C bar is equivalent to right hand side we get A bar cross B bar plus A bar cross C bar. Come to few more interesting points regarding cross product if you are taken. The first one is the cross product between orthogonal vectors. That means A bar and B bar are two mutually perpendicular vectors. Then the cross product between these two vectors we can written as AB sine 90 into n cap. N cap is the unit vector, that is equivalent to AB n cap only. Since here theta is equivalent to 90 degrees, sine 90 becomes to 1. Sine 90 degrees value is 1. Therefore, it gives that maximum value of the cross product between orthogonal vectors. Now come to the another one, the cross product between self vector or parallel vectors if you are taken. That means A bar cross A bar if you are taken. The situation that can be written as A bar cross A bar, that is equivalent to AA sine theta, that means 0 degrees only, into n cap, that is equivalent to 0 n cap. This gives that a null vector 0 cap, because sine 0 is 0. Sine 0 degrees is equivalent to 0. Now come to the cross product between self unit vector or directional vectors. That means I cap cross I cap is 0. That is nothing but j cap cross j cap, that is also 0. That is k cap cross k cap. And if you are taken the cross product between orthogonal unit vectors or orthogonal directional vectors if you are taken, that means I cap cross j cap is equivalent to k cap, j cap cross k cap is equivalent to I cap, and k cap cross I cap gives rise to j cap. That means in a cyclic order, I, J, K gives a positive positive directional manner. That means this gives that positive sense of direction of resultant vector, but in reverse order if you are taken, that means j cap cross I cap, you will get minus k cap because vector cross product doesn't follow the commutative property. So k cap cross j cap gives rise to minus I cap, and I cap cross k cap gives rise a new directional vectors minus j cap. That means in reverse order I, j, k. In a reverse order I to k gives rise to negative j, k cap cross j cap gives that negative I cap. That means negative sense we get negative value. Now come to the cross product between two componental vectors if you are taken. That means a bar is given that a suffix x I cap plus a suffix y j cap plus a z k cap, and our second rectangular componental vector is b bar if you are taken bx I cap plus by j cap plus bz k cap. Then a bar cross b bar we can written as ax I cap plus ay j cap plus az k cap cross bx I cap plus by j cap plus bz k cap. And vector cross product follow the distributive law. So ax can multiply each and every term in the b bar vector. Similarly, ay can cross multiply with each and every term in the b bar vector. Similarly, az also make a cross multiply with each and every term in the b bar vector. So we get total 9 terms, among them self unit vector terms becomes to 0, and the remaining 6 terms we will get. The same report we can also get by help of matrix det method. That means take our first vector as a bar as ax I cap, ay j cap, az k cap. B bar vector is bx I cap plus by j cap plus bz k cap. Then a bar cross b bar can arrange as a matrix det method. So first row is I cap, j cap, k cap. Second row is our first vector components. I component is ax, j component is ay, k component is az. So ax, ay, az is a second row in the matrix, and third row is b bar vector components. So bx, by, bz is the third row. Now come to the cofactor. Cofactor of the first row, first column if you are taken, minus 1, row 1 plus column 1, first row, first column. In that I cap we have, so I cap into remaining things are ay, az, by, bz. Now come to I cap coefficient of the resultant vector, we can written as minus 1 row plus column 1 plus 1 So minus 1 whole to the power of 2 you get plus I cap into ay bj minus by az plus second column first row if you are taken minus 1 first row second column, so cofactor is minus 1 plus 2 minus 1 whole to the power of 1 plus 2, so minus 1 minus j cap, remaining things are ax, az, bx, bz, so first multiply ax, bz minus second reverse order bx, az plus first row third column cofactor is minus 1 r1 t3 as k cap. If you eliminate first row third column of first row third column, so remaining things are ax, by, bx, az, so ax, by minus bx, ay, reverse order you should write with a negative sign, so bx, ay, then we get a resultant as a bar cross b bar is equivalent to I cap into ay bz minus by az plus here minus sign we get bring into bracket, we get j cap into reverse order I am going to write because negative sign bx, az, ax, bz plus k cap into ax, by minus bx, ay. Now come to the directional vector. Along the resultant of cross product between two vectors if you want. At the situation, let us take our general expression a bar cross b bar. We can written as ab sin theta n cap. N cap is the resultant vector direction, that means unit vector along a bar cross b bar. So if you want n cap, you can also written as a bar cross b bar by ab sin theta. Here ab sin theta is the magnitude of a bar cross b bar only, that can written as a bar cross b bar by modulus of a bar cross b bar. That means a bar cross b bar is divided with its magnitude, you will get the unit vector direction. Now come to the sine angle between any two vectors if they mention. At the situation sine angle between those two vectors we can written as sin theta is equivalent to a bar cross b bar magnitude by modulus of a bar into modulus of b bar. Because a bar cross b bar gives that ab sin theta, it is divided with ab, we get sin theta only. So sin theta equivalent to modulus of a bar cross b bar by mod a mod b. Now come to area of the parallelogram. Made by any two vectors if you want, that means a bar and b bar. If you want, we can written as that area as modulus of a bar cross b bar. Similar manner we can also written area of the triangle made by A bar and B bar vectors as half of area of parallelogram. That means half into modulus of A bar cross B bar. Now come to the examples of cross product. The best example for cross product is moment of force. That means the rotational effect attained by the given force about a point written as tau bar. Tau bar about any point or any axis we can written as the cross product between position vector of point of application to force. Here F bar is the force applied on the body. R bar is the position vector of point of application about reference point or reference axis. So the moment of force tau bar is equivalent to R bar cross F bar.